Hello, hello, welcome back. This is going to be a vlog in many parts. Why? Because we are prepping for my baby's first birthday. It somehow has already been a year since I have given birth, and so we are starting to prep for her party. It's going to take place over a couple days as we get ready, since we both work during the week. We have been doing party prep kind of at night, so that way everything is ready to go for this weekend. So come with me as we organize and try to get our life together. I am obsessed with this candle right now. I think it smells so good. It's called Enchantress Spell from Yankee Candle. All right, this is everything we have ordered for her party. I'm gonna open it real quick and then I will organize it and show you guys everything we got. Okay, so we have a lot more decorations than I initially thought, but that is okay, and I'm actually very excited. Oh, hi, puppy. Sorry, I knew that was gonna happen. Hi, are you gonna let mom film? You gonna let mom film? Probably not. Anyways, so we have 3 kind of main rooms in our house, and our thought is that we are going to give each one kind of like a theme. So that way as people move through, each room has a little bit of a different vibe. So, hold on, let me get her out of my lap. So, in our thought of separating our 3 rooms, the first room, when you enter our house, we are theming after the flowers and the gardens in Alice in Wonderland. So we're not doing too much in there, but we have these green, like the rain curtains, and we have a bunch of them. So we're going to put them up along one wall. And then we got this neon sign that's kind of hard to see when it's in the bubble wrap. Let me take it out. We got this neon sign that says "We're all mad here." So doing a little bit of like a backdrop wall with the green, like the giant flower stems, the sign, and then we got a bunch of these, the paper flowers that you fluff out. That's the word. So putting these all around the room and focusing a bunch on that green wall with the sign, so that way that's what people see when they first walk in. The next room in our house is our kitchen and our dining room, which is where we are going to put our main table for people to sit and eat. We're doing like a tea party theme, so little tea sandwiches and snacks and sweets of that variety. I will show you those as we make them in the coming days. But so we have a whole bunch for this room. So general theme wise, I got a bunch of colorful lanterns to hang from the ceiling, like the Mad Tea Party scene, because obviously big long table at a tea party. We're theming it like the Mad Tea Party. I got this multi-pack of tulle to wrap around the chairs to do multicolored bows all around the room. I was actually really excited when I found this because it was exactly what I wanted, and I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to find a small amount of tulle in a lot of colors. So that was a very exciting find. And then we have the other thing I'm so excited for is I got, let me fully open it, a bunch of these little, I believe they're called dandelion vases, but they're small and they have, let me see if I can get it closer. You can see there's kind of like a pattern on them, and they come in a whole bunch of bright colors. So that one's green. This is gonna be a video of Can Kelly take things out of styrofoam. We have a red one, we have pink, we have yellow, and blue as well. Let me see, there we go. There's a pink one. So they're all different shapes and sizes and glass patterns, and they're all really, really brightly colored. So we're going to spread them out over the table. I'm going to go to the store the day of her party and get a whole bunch of different flowers, probably a lot of daisies. Actually, I might see if they have the ones where they dye it through the water, where the stem sucks it up and it makes it unnatural colors, to put in these vases to put around the kitchen, just to add some bright color and whimsy to the space. I then got, they sold a party pack of Alice in Wonderland themes that had a whole bunch of different items. So it had some of the boxes that you pop up that will say 1, It came with a little birthday crown, some little toothpicks for treats. This sign that has like my favorite things, and a marker so you can write down, and then a little stand that goes with it. So the instructions, a banner so we can display her like 1 month, 2 month, 3 month pictures that we have been taking. I'm very proud of myself for making it a full year taking those pictures because I am notoriously bad at remembering to take photos. A couple little extra banners and just decorations to hang up. And then also a whole bunch of balloons. We'll probably blow up a couple of these to put into the boxes, but a fun fact about me is that I hate balloons, like with a passion. So they were part of the set, which is why I got it. I wasn't gonna not buy everything else that I needed in this just because it came with balloons. And maybe we'll give them away. We have a bunch of cousins, so I'm sure someone will need balloons for a party, but I don't actually know how many of these we are going to use. The marker. And then this is not unwrapped yet, but it's a big banner that says One-derland, but like O-N-E, so like first birthday. Puns. A little skirt for her high chair that also says one, just to decorate there. The ever classic plates and napkins. There's that One-derland motif. Tablecloths. They're just pink because that's what the tablecloth is in the Mad Tea Party scene. I looked it up. At least in the animated movie. I know there's like 9 versions of Alice in Wonderland out there. This is a #1 balloon. This one we will use because Mylar balloons don't bother me as much as helium ones do. And then finally for the kitchen, I found these disposable teacups. So they come with little saucers, and then the cups, it's kind of hard to see because they're still in the packaging and I haven't unwrapped them all yet, have handles. So like paper teacups. To go with our tea party theme, we have a big, like, I think it's for coffee. It can make like party-sized coffee. Essentially, you can brew a lot. We're just gonna do hot water. And then if people want different types of teas, we have some tea bags that they can put in. We have some hot chocolate mix. And then if people really want coffee instead, we'll probably have a pot of that as well. But that way people can enjoy hot beverages because it's starting to be cool. I think it's supposed to be cool the day of her party. I think we have a high here of like 55, which is very exciting that people then will want hot beverages. So then our final room of the downstairs of our house is our living room where we currently are. And in this room, we are going to put a table for like gifts if anybody brings any. And then also this is the room that will have like toys for like cousins if they want to sit and hang out. So we're leaving the space a little bit more clear, but we are decorating it with a Queen of Hearts theme. So to start, we have a checkered tablecloth to put over the gifts table. And then I have this, it's kind of hard to see, they're hearts. And it's another like rain curtain that we are going to put up behind it. I got some giant playing cards that I think we are going to place around. I also got these like extra giant Alice in Wonderland playing card props. They're the ones with like the faces from the animated movie. So we might set these up and then leave these ones for playing because these are ones that you could technically play cards with. It would just be huge. So we might use them for decor, might just leave them as games. Unsure. And then finally, I got a whole bunch of rose garlands. Our living room, I'll show you guys in a second, has beams running across the ceiling. And some of them from the previous owners have nails in them to be able to hang garland around the holidays, which is what we did last year. And it looked just so good in here. It felt so festive and felt so warm and cozy. So I got a whole bunch of these. My hope is that it will be long enough to do the same garland effect. So that way there's roses just kind of everywhere. And then also for this room, we don't have a ton of older kids coming. Most of the cousins are on the younger side, so we don't, and then it's a lot of adults. So we didn't need too many like kids party games, but we wanted to have something just to keep them entertained, especially since she's so small and she doesn't have a ton of like game toys yet. They're all kind of little like stacking things. So in the movie, they play croquet with flamingos. So I got some blow up flamingos. I'll blow one up in a second so you can see. And then some koosh balls. So we are going to take these and then some cardstock we already have to bend to make the wickets and set it up in here so the kids can use the blow-up flamingos to hit the koosh balls. Should give the effect of croquet, should keep them busy, and should prevent anything from being broken, because if they can hit a koosh ball with a blow-up lawn flamingo hard enough to break something, honestly, they've earned it. Good for them. This is what the flamingo looks like blown up. It's not like the perfect shape, but they can hold it upside down. They can do this. Obviously, you can't hold it by the legs. Well, actually, I guess you could do this and hold it together like that. They could also swing it like this. It doesn't matter. It's a game for children. They can play however they would like. One of the things we are starting today is her cake. Her party is Alice in Wonderland themed. So I am making a smash cake for her that looks like the one from the birthday party in the movie. I'll put a picture in right here if you don't know what it looks like. But it means I have to bake a couple different tiny layers of cake. So we are going to start that today, so that way I can get them in the fridge and then decorate them tomorrow. All right, that'll preheat, and we'll come back for this. All right, we are back 2 days later. Halloween was in the middle. We had a lovely first Halloween. Evie was an astronaut. We were aliens. Dan's over there hanging up lanterns because party prep has begun again. We are about 12 hours out. So we are trying to get as much done tonight before we go to bed as we can. So that way in the morning, we just have to deal with prepping most of the food and picking up like the cupcakes and any last minute things. So I've been working on her cake. I just got the crumb coat done. I'm recreating the unbirthday cake from Alice in Wonderland. So it's kind of that like topsy-turvy shape. And it's pink. I got this icing from Michael's, which is the first time I've ever bought icing from Michael's for a cake. And I gotta say, I would not recommend. It was super difficult to work with. The taste isn't like fantastic. And I know it's a store-bought frosting, but even as far as store-bought goes, it's not great. And it just was so difficult to work with. I ended up having to melt it in order to get even this like crumb coat onto the cake. But that's done now. It's gonna go in the fridge. Tomorrow I'm going to go to the store, buy better icing, and do the final layer on top and make it look pretty. I've cut out my little fondant flowers and kind of the weird like starburst one in the center that I freehanded, so it's okay. I think I'm gonna mess with that one a little bit more. And the candle that goes on top right there. All right, lanterns are hung. Dan is working on cleaning off her high chair, so that way there's no like dried food on it for tomorrow. And then we have a little banner that we are going to put on it that says 1. Working on now tying some bows to our chairs that are a variety of colors to give it a little bit of that mad tea party feel. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Evie. Happy birthday to you. And many more.
Yeah. Was that you? Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Taste it. Okay. Ready? You want to taste this? Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
She wants it, but doesn't.
All right, so this morning ended up being really hectic, so we are now getting the aftermath of the party, but it went really well. People complimented my decorations, which is obviously the most important part. But no, the most important part is that Evie, I think, had a really good time. She was super happy, smiley. She didn't cry when people sang happy birthday. Did not like cake, does not like things touching her hands or texture. But everyone seemed to have a really good time, which is nice and about all you can ask from a first birthday party. So this is after the party, so don't mind the half-eaten cookie and the high chair tray. But this is what I ended up doing for the table. I had gotten these little vases, which I love and I'm so excited to use in the future. And went to the store and got a bunch of the daisies that are kind of like artificially dyed, and cut them real short. And there you can see that it's like the artificial dye of the white. And cut them really short and put them in these little vases all around to add these pops of color. I had the little pop-up, oh my goodness, what is the name of this? Teapot. Wow. These little pop-up teapot centerpieces. We ended up I got more flowers than I needed because they were on sale and I wanted to make sure I had enough. Putting the extras over here in a vase. Another little teapot. This is where we had all the food and drinks. We have these little disposable teacups that I'm obsessed with. The handles like fold out. Plates, these cookies that my sister made, which first of all are delicious, but second of all, so cute with like the Eat Me little Alice in Wonderland theming. And we have all the snacks still out. We had tea sandwiches for the main meal. Those are all gone. People actually really, really liked those. Not that I thought they weren't going to, but I was surprised by how much people were like, oh, this is a great party food. So that made me happy.